getting ready to go bourbon hunting in the state of Ohio. Just leaving right now. It's a beautiful morning, and just want to take you along. We're going to hit a couple stores, talk to a couple people. Let's see. I'm going to try. I've heard a couple things, but realistically, it wasn't too exciting. I got to pick up a couple things, but we can talk about what's on the shelf. But for right now, I am going to call my friend Matt Leisen. Let's go. Let's see. One more in there. There it is. Let's try it. All right, here we go. It's 8:30, so he might not be there, but I want to talk because wait, we want to go back to CarPlay. Yep, there we go. It should be on. There it is. Hopefully he answers, but it is early, and he is known to sleep in, but it is a Saturday morning drop, so I just wanted to call and see if couple things. We're going to head to my store.
The message.
He might call me a little later when he wakes up. I just got to have that on a little bit. One of the things out there in this, this is the best time in the state of Ohio, right leading into Black Friday and all the way through the Christmas holiday season. There's a ton of drops. If you know, there's a ton of drops out there. So you know, everybody, as we keep going through the morning, I'm gonna go through the store, check out to see but we're going bourbon hunting. I mean, this is the funnest part about doing this. The stores, I got like 5 minutes between 3 stores that I can check out. There's a couple stores up by my cousin, but my wife's working this morning. I do have to actually get a couple things that I wanted to pick up. Super Nash wants to pick up a couple things for when he in December for our Christmas party. We are having our holiday Christmas party December 12th, Friday, December 12th at Gervasi. And one of the things, you know, but going out in the state of Ohio, 9 a.m. is when the stores open. And some of the stores have allocated drops, grocery stores, on Saturday, 9 a.m. So this is a lot of the other stores when they do this, the other stores here in Ohio, they drop that 9 a.m. when they get the delivery. So like my store gets an 11 o'clock delivery. A Wednesday delivery at right around noon. And so that's when the stuff that isn't allocated can go out. Now in the state of Ohio, there are some gems sometimes when that happens. So lunchtime, I can have, I work in 6 to 4 job. So working 6 a.m. to 4 really eliminates me from weekday drops of the allocated. But because the Giant Eagles or the grocery store chains, whatever, they have their Saturday morning drops, allows the people who work that 6 to 4 and 9 to 5 job during the weekdays to get in line on Friday night or early Saturday morning and wait in line to see what's out. I know that Buffalo Trace is dropping but you know, regular Buffalo Trace isn't as exciting. Here in Ohio, what it comes down to is that Buffalo Trace, Sazerac, because we're a control state, our government has a really good working relationship with Buffalo Trace. So a lot of the products that get dropped on a Saturday, we get a lot of Buffalo Trace, Stag, E.H. Taylor. We have a lottery. This lottery, I'm hoping, I've never won the statewide lottery. I've won where you run around to the actual different agencies or liquor stores and you get tickets from each one, and then each one has a drawing. I was able to win the Parker Heritage 14 year at a store. Now this this lottery is the winter lottery it's I believe the fall, which is the full BTAC line, including that E.H. Taylor that's just been released in the BTAC line. Well, everybody, I've tasted the whole line, and I just can't wait to taste the Taylor. That's going to be quite amazing. So we're coming up on 8:38. So I'll probably drive through, get some coffee would be my guess at this point, and then maybe make a call. But we're headed over to the store. I don't think there's going to be a line. We get at this store, a lot of people, if it's a big drop, they'll wait in the parking lot. We're friends, we get to see each other. But at 7 a.m. the store opens up, and then you have a certain amount of time that with the store opening, that we go inside and you're warm and you're in the actual liquor department. Now today when it opens, I don't know. I mean, they don't know the drops, so there's people come and they're not sure what it is. So when they get here, sometimes there's a list, sometimes there isn't. But I know that that with what's been what there is at this store, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna then, once I stop here, say hi to everybody, I'm gonna head off over to a couple other stores and we'll see what's out there. But this one, I'm gonna, I really should have gone to another store, because I was calling Matt to see what it was. But I'm gonna drive through right here, do a quick order.
Hi, go ahead with your order whenever you're ready.
Yes, I'd like a venti caramel brulee latte with an extra shot, and that's it.
All right, $8. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, so there we go. Got to get your coffee in, and then so this I'm going there first, but then we'll see what other places have. I mean, different places have different things on the shelf. One of the cool things I saw at another store that I go to is I saw the Winter Reserve from Jim Beam, and that's a pretty cool bottle. But there's a lot of stuff out there. No, I can't say that. Why are you asking? That's so funny. I could do this though. There you go. I gave it to you. Anyways, we are just getting ready. 9 o'clock is when it opens, but hopefully there's a couple people in line. I know that Buffalo Trace itself is, not regularly on the shelf, so there might be a couple people here picking up their Buffalo Trace today. But at the same time, I'm gonna go over when we get in. I've got my stick for you guys. When I go in, we'll load up onto this, and we'll check out what's there, and we're gonna find out what's in and around, and then I've got a couple other places that we can stop by and just check out what's there. I don't know exactly what I'm going to get, but it'll be fun, because this is the fun of bourbon hunting. And like I said, right now we're in line for me to get a little bit of coffee before I go in. We got a little bit of time. It starts at 9 o'clock, and overall, I could plug Tiny of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys right here. We run a podcast. We go live Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody should jump in. We rate barrel bottle breakdown, a bottle usually, and then usually have a subject. We just finished American bourbon history in America, history of American bourbon. We had 2 parts, 1 and 2, but in between, we had a lot of fun. But look forward to our holiday Thanksgiving podcast this Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Greg Schneider will be joining us, a former employee of Wild Turkey. He knew Jimmy Russell really well. He knows, Eddie and Jimmy and Bruce. He was there and he's got stories. He knows Booker No. So check out the podcast this Tuesday night when we go live at 8:30 p.m. or check us out on the YouTube at any time. But we are going to be bourbon hunting in a few minutes. Once I place this order. It's good that I'm going here. This way you won't see too much. We'll only be in line for a couple minutes, but hopefully our line goers will. I hear that, man. Just finish drinking my coffee. Yeah, I just want to do that. But, whoa, burning doom for president. It's so funny. Anyways, lots of people on this morning checking it out. This is ultimate morning. Great morning, honestly. Everybody, if you look, it's just I'm in line up. That's just because I got that hanging in the way. Let's see if I can get that out of the way. That one too, so it doesn't. God, there we go. Yeah, just a beautiful morning here in Ohio with me in the drive-through lane of Starbucks. So there we go, and we'll get you up on the stick real soon once I get my creme brulee latte, my once a week treat. Usually it's just mushroom coffee all through the week, but well, I'll tell you one thing. It's like, if you like mushroom coffee, if you put some bourbon cream in mushroom coffee, it actually works better than, in my opinion, it works better than putting bourbon cream in your coffee. So it's there's a little hint for the morning, but at the moment, I'm gonna go through the drive-through, and then we're headed over to the store, which is like we're in the parking lot. The Starbucks is in the parking lot, and we're just having a really good time. Here we go. We'll put this up for her. Hi.
Even.
Expecting, you're expecting.
Thanks.
A teenager.
Would you like your seat today?
No thanks.
All right. There's some for you.
Thank you very much.
Yep, have a good rest of your day.
You too. All right, we've got the coffee. When I'm doing this, I'll probably have to take a couple sips, but here we go. We're headed over to the store. Let's see if this works. I'll flip it back. Here we go. Like I said, beautiful morning, everything. We're bourbon hunting in Ohio. It all starts at 9 a.m. I'm at this place. I'll probably pick up a Buffalo Trace. That would be my guess. The thing that's been happening here in Ohio is that what's been happening is that Buffalo Trace products are more readily available. So when you need one, you can pick one up. And that's one thing. Eagle Rare, Blanton's, I mean Taylor small batch. I believe I like to give it away for Christmas presents, because it's something that not everybody else around the country gets. So here we are. I'll just pull right in here, and we're pulling in, and then we'll go in and see what's available. All right, we'll take a couple sips of this coffee, but it's like here in Ohio, like I said, this is one thing that Buffalo Trace they do a good job. And let's make sure that I gotta turn that off. Okay, I got this secondary phone in case we call somebody on the next. I'll try Matt the next time over and see, but I'm gonna put us up on the selfie stick right here. All right, there we are. All right, that has to tighten up, obviously. What are we gonna do here? What's gonna happen? All right, I'm right there, and so we're ready to go in. It's about 8:47, so we got about 13 minutes. We'll go see what the line is. Let me get a. Oh wow, they made that one good. Couple sips of this. All right, here we go. Like I said, 9 o'clock is when they start, and lock her up. We're headed in. I'll show it. We'll go this way. It's a lot of fun. Gonna see what they got. Open at 9, so 8:49. So we're pretty good. Got my wallet. Got my. Yep, I got everything I need. And then we allow people in at 7, so people have been here if they're going to be waiting in line. But we're doing some bourbon hunting. 9 a.m. I mean, Buffalo Trace, honestly, is not something to give you a long line, but there might be a couple people waiting. We'll see. Well, maybe not. All right, yeah. Well, I do. Maybe. No. Yes. Yeah, a couple people. It's Buffalo Trace. What can I say? Maybe one. There we go. Well, I got Buffalo Trace. Got Buffalo Trace. So, anyways, I'm doing a live hunting video. So, you're here at 9 a.m. on a calm day here. Have you heard anything else elsewhere? Was it dropping? I didn't either. So, at which one?
This luxury.
The luxury collection? Yes, I seen it online, but those bottles are quite pricey. They probably have those there. Some of them, right?
Gotta get something there. I don't want something in here for nothing.
Well, I believe, yeah. I actually have a couple bottles that I mean, right now the shelves, honestly, are getting to the point where you can just walk in and get something awesome. That's one thing that's nice about the supply they're starting to meet that demand.
I've been trying to find Weller, either orange, white, or blue.
Okay, so you're trying for foolproof, CYPB, or single barrel. Now, the one that's eluded me the most, is the what you said, the orange, the single barrel. But you know,
They said they had blue here one time.
yes, no, actually they had.
It's like on Tuesday.
No, they had 12 year, which is the black, on single barrel Saturday. Did you get one of those?
Oh, this past one? Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, the foolproof. But don't worry. So the way that you can do this is Ohio has their fall lottery. So if you notice what was in the fall lottery, it was Buffalo, the BTAC and the Pappy and Rock Hill Farm, right?
Right.
But there was no Weller, no Stag, the Stag Junior, well, now Stag. So those are coming.
Yeah.
So we hear some things from OHLQ. I've been hearing there's going to be a couple big things happening between now and Christmas.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. This is the holiday drop, right? They're letting this luxury thing go.
Okay.
And then I'm starting, I believe, Black Friday kind of next week. You're going to see a lot. Okay.
So you got
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep.
43.50. Okay. Oh, Granddad.
It's $1.99. That's been here for a while. That's a good bottle, but it's too much. You go from $24.99 to $1.99. That's a big up. Yeah, it's got. There's some pricey bottles out there, but yeah.
One was like 19,000.
Yeah, they have them. That horse soldier right there. But I think, what did I see? Those are just the pricier bottles, right?
54,000.
Yep.
So I thought today I keep an inventory, so I try to get what I don't have.
Okay, so you're always looking for something you don't
different,
have.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your go-to?
Oh, I got quite a few. Whistle pig.
You like those ryes?
I'll try them all. Depends on, I'll do a lot of blends.
Straight from the barrel is what I like. I like that one. Cinco barrels.
I was drinking Buffalo Trace we went out to eat and I was drinking Buffalo Trace last night. So,
You can't go wrong with that, especially. I'm going to pick up a Buffalo Trace right now because I love it to make my old fashions. It's just a great old fashioned. You can sip it, but when you have 1,000 other bottles, you don't do a lot of.
have you seen that old fashioned mix they've been advertising?
Oh yeah, have you ever had it?
No. Have you?
Yes, me and my wife.
So they said you get like 20 out of a bottle or something, 20 drinks out of a bottle. And they said perfectly measured and everything. Is that worth it?
Okay, you get. Okay, so it's Buffalo Trace's thing, and I've had probably about 6 or 7. I always have one, but
They have different flavors.
well they have the Buffalo Trace. It's the old fashioned, and then they have the Manhattan too. They got both of those, okay? And it's here. You can pick it up right here. I'm telling you, when you pour it in your glass, okay? So just take a rocks glass with a big, and so you're looking at probably 3 to, so it's not 20 drinks, okay? If you take a rocks glass and you fill it up, you're probably looking at 3 to 4 ounces, okay? In your rocks glass with the big ice. Which it's a normal 750 milliliter. So if you're doing 4, you're talking 6 drinks, okay? But you think it's an old fashioned, and old fashioned might be a little bit proof down like some of these other ones, okay? It's 84 proof. It's more, it's a higher proof than Jack Daniels.
Is this one here already mixed?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's everything.
Okay.
You just
The
go.
one I was looking at, you had to add.
Add stuff. Oh, yes, I've had that, but I would do the mix. I would do this one, and then just respect it because I've had 2.5, and then the next morning was there. I mean, it's like you're like I said, it's a higher proof than Jack Daniels. So you put 4 ounces in, that's like having two drinks on the rocks of Jack Daniels, and then if you have another one, now we're at 4. So how many times do you have 4 Jack Daniels on the ice and you're not? So no, that was the cool part about that. I actually love that. I started picking that up at the distillery, and then but between me and my wife, it's just perfect for them. You just drop a Luxardo cherry in there and you're ready to go.
Where's you know where it's at here?
Oh yeah, it's right on. It's
On the side.
well, since they changed it. But they have it. It's here. I think it's right there by the Buffalo Trace stuff, right over here. It used to be. Let's see. Nope. I mean, they changed everything around, so I'm not. But I mean, it's definitely here, and I've been at lakes. It's readily available.
Do you go to Top Shelf?
Yes, I do.
They have anything yesterday?
I didn't. So I work from 6 to 4. So the only time I get to do any kind of hunting is Saturday morning. It was so great when I remember everybody complaining about it when it happened, and I'm just like, no, why can't somebody who works get a chance to wait in line,
You have to go at 8 o'clock at Top Shelf, wait in line until 9 o'clock, then you got to come back.
Right, because their truck doesn't come, and then there has been days at Top Shelf where it's supposed to come like right about 1, and everybody comes back, and it's a Friday, and then all of a sudden it comes at 4.
Yeah.
So you're spending a whole day, and it's just like that's crazy bourbon hunting.
When were you at Bardstown?
Always.
Always?
As a podcaster, I've probably been to Bardstown 15 times, 20.
I've been there for a few years. I just wondered if it was recent.
Oh yeah. When's the last time you've been in Kentucky?
3 years ago.
Okay, so you're gonna go, and what was 3 years ago, just starting to fill up a field.
Yeah.
That whole thing around Bardstown is completely filled. Another distillery, and probably since in 3 years they probably built another I would say 15 rick houses. Just that field between Lux Row and Bardstown, it's just all rick houses. If you remember when you get off on the Kentucky freeway, yeah, it would be like this big open field, and there was Bardstown. It's not. It's completely. It's not an open field anymore.
We left there with another couple of us. We had SUV back end full. We got rear-ended. Nothing broke though.
Yeah, except wow, you gotta explain that to the cops.
Exactly. We were scrambling, man. By the time we called the cops, we were like covering everything up. He was like,
It's Kentucky.
yeah. He
I
was
mean,
like, where are you from? Ohio. It's like, no big deal. But nothing broke.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good. That wouldn't be a good car fire.
So when you go down, do you hit different places every time? Or
All the time.
what's your favorite?
Well, right now, so actually, there's a couple. The Middle West Spirits in Columbus is fantastic. They just built a 72,000 square foot distillery in Columbus.
Hard.
Uh,
My kids.
Well, their main distillery is like right off of campus, right on Ohio State. It's on, and they have a service bar, but their other is more to the. I want to say it's more south. It's to the south. It was in an area that's a little run down, but they bought it, and now that they're putting this huge giant distillery there, and there's going to be shops and things.
They have a
The whole,
restaurant?
they're building it. They're going to have 2 restaurants. I believe a burger and a pizza joint.
Not open.
No, they're in the middle of building it. They've been running for 20 months now. It's been running, but they got everything up and running to run, and then they finished off the distillery of everything. But just getting it up to speed to run.
Yeah.
When you're building a Jim Beam, I think it's either the 3rd or the 5th largest distillery in the country. So, and they just bought Old Elk as a brand. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But going into Kentucky, have you been to Whiskey Thief? That's a place. It's a barrel pick.
That's my favorite, like Makers.
Makers is really good.
Campus and
Actually, this December we're going down.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here we are. Ooh. So what do you have today? Weller Green? No Buffalo Trace? Okay. Got some Weller Green. But then if you look in the case, I love that Baker's. I've got that Baker's High Rise. It is so good. And then you got the Basil Hayden 10-year. Ooh, that might be one I'm gonna grab. But then you can see they got Weller Green. And then we're gonna do some hunting right here because I have that's it. I'm gonna have a little bigger order. Can I place it over on the counter? Okay. So here are the dark arts we've been talking. So we're out of that one's for Nash. We'll get this Toasted Jubilee. I'll have Nash pay us back as fast as possible. Yeah. And then he wants a Mizunara. Oh, this Mizunara. Buffalo Trace mix. Let's
What
see.
do you think of Horse Soldier?
Some of it's really good. If it's the barrel strength is decent. So if that one right there is at the barrel strength, yeah, barrel strength. That's what I would go with if I was going to do the Horse Soldier. They just came out with their Horse Soldier single barrel Friday, Saturday, and that was fantastic. Let's see. It should be right. Oh, look at that. I believe that was it. Buffalo Trace. There's the Manhattan, but they're out of the Old Fashioned.
Huh.
The Manhattan's decent, but it's not what the Old Fashioned is. All that is you pour that in. But I can't believe you're. It's out. It's right there. I guess I've been telling too many people. We're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. I can give you a card real quick. 44th in Market, right here in Canton. It's the third largest whiskey podcast in the world and the 16th largest bourbon, because we do all whiskeys. Not everybody does all whiskeys. We go Tuesdays and Thursday nights live at 8:30 p.m. So we're live. But then if you go to YouTube, all the lives are there, so you don't have to participate. But if you're sitting on a Tuesday night, just hanging out, I mean, that's what we do. We kind of we pregame it, then we record the actual podcast, and then afterwards we invite guests to come on and talk a little bit. So we go from about 8:30 to 10. Everything, yeah. If you put them up on the Facebook, if you're watching Facebook or YouTube, we monitor the comments, and if someone asks a question, we will answer it. Yep. What was your name? Nice to meet you, man. All right, so back to this. Moving stuff around. We get 2 of these Mizanaras. Dark Arts. All right, one more. Let's see what else is on the shelf here. So that's what we're picking up, a couple of those. You got to do that. Macaulay, we just did our podcast. If you haven't seen it, check out that on the Dark Arts. And then, I mean, this is awesome. Baker's 7, Roxy's favorite, is right on the shelf. I mean, this is stuff that hasn't been on the shelf for a while. And plus, they've got we got a cast strength still Austin. Now that's a first here in Ohio. I mean, all right. Blackberry. Willet, normal, Old Pepper. What we got? We're really gonna cover this. You've got today's the day. If I'm gonna do this, put it on the credit card. Have Nash pay me back. Wilderness Trail. I'm thinking of it. I haven't had Cave Hill in a long, long time. And I love Cave Hill. But Frey Ranch, decent. We got Old Forester 1870, 1897. Bottled in Bond, 1910. Look at that for the Bardstown collection. All 4 right there. Pure Kentucky is new here. Blue Flash Farms, not noticeable. But then we got your cast strength, our Middle West sponsor right here. The straight wheated, straight wheat, straight rye. The wheated bourbon and the wheat whiskey, fantastic. And that pumpernickel rye is awesome. And then, what do we got? Traveler, a fan. Some people are not. I've never had the malted rye, we've had subtle smoke. Then look at this, Jefferson's, straight across. We got Oceans, the Voyage. That one is Voyage 24. And then we got the Knob Creeks with all the 9s and the half gallons. Then you got the On the Rocks Old Fashioned, Knob Creek, 1999. What's the proof on that one? Premium cocktail. What do we got? 70 proof, okay. That one maybe won't knock you on like it will but you got Beam 7-year, Devil's Cut, Double Cut. I don't see the winter wheat. All right, and then this is really kind of cool. You got bonded and triple mash just on the 34 Jack Daniels bonded triple mash. You got the single barrel and their cast strength, I believe, right? Just all single barrels? Single barrel select. This is the barrel proof one though. Of course, Maker's Mark, our favorite. 7-year, 3-month cast strength. Then you got Bullet single malt, have not seen that one. And you got Bullet barrel strength, which I love. I don't like regular Bullet or their ryes. But we got Toasted Barrel just on the shelf, everybody. That used to be an allocated. It's not no more. And then you've got Larceny. We'll see. We got Bladen, Woodford, Double Oak, one of my favorite shelfers. Now we got the Four Roses. You got the single barrels. And you're always looking for those OBSKs. And what do we got here? Single barrel, cinnamon. I'm looking, and then that one's, a lot of times they put them on the top or the back. Same. Not putting no thing on it. All right. There's the Russells. We're going to be doing, there's Russell's Reserve 10 right there. And all those Russell's Reserve I have at home. We're going to be doing a wild turkey one. So I'm kind of looking for something for wild turkey. We've got our local, you got a Brothers in Bond, but you got the Watershed. You got their barrel blend. You got the Old Fashioned from Watershed, which we have, which I like. They changed the label to blue instead of orange. Then we've got Minglewood local, along with Whiskey War, which is local. Then we have an Akron Towpath, which I haven't seen, but that's local. Castle and Key, both bourbon and rye. I mean, we're talking about stuff. There's the Yellowstone. That's, what do we got? A Toasted 100 for 44. That's awesome. Now we got the Rare Breed, $44.99, Rare Breed green. So then we hit the whole Penelope line. Let's see what we got for Penelope. We got the Weeded, which is $39.99. You got the Toasted at 54. Then you got Cast Strength. There's the Rose Cast Finish, the Toasted Rye, and the Architect, all on the shelf. Awesome. There's your ryes for that. Old Fashioned Mix, TX. There's Green River, one of my favorite. This Weeded bourbon right here for $34.99 is solid. My son really likes it, but here we go. Let's see. That's another one that you're going to see. Larceny, $59.99 barrel proof. Well, it used to be an allocated. You couldn't get that. It's a full right there on the shelf. They are really upping their game. Now we're back over to Jack Daniels and the Jim Beam's section. Before we go, $17.93. I got to make a couple choices of what I'm going to pick. But I got to pick up something else. Let's see what we got. We got Wild Turkey 101. There you go, 101. That is $31.99. $22.99 for the plastic fifth, not bourbon whiskey. There's just Wild Turkey. And then there's Wild Turkey 101. We got that. Then we got our regular Old Forester. Ezra Brooks, can't go wrong with that down there. Redemption. Let's see. I like Traverse City in there. That is their cherry. And that is some fantastic whiskey right there. 1776. I picked one of those up recently because I love that. Then you've got Wheat Penny. This is Cleveland. That's a local up in Cleveland. Then you got the Templeton Rise. You got the 1792 small batch, which used to be allocated. It went away for a while. It's here now all the time, and it's low. Then you have the Rittenhouse and the West. And now we're gonna go scan. But see, one thing you'll notice, we got flavored bourbons, slow and low, Bardstown, old Bardstown. You got the Rebel 100 down there. Now Dickel, ooh, I just ran out of early time, so I'm gonna grab a bottle of that. That is, and now we're looking at some of the greatest bourbon for the cheapest price. That's Benchmark down there. You've got $14.99 for Top Floor, which is one of my favorite, and $22.99 for Full Proof. I'll probably pick up one of those. And then Old Granddad, can't go wrong with that. Look at Old Granddad has dropped to $29.99 for the handle. I mean, come on, that's crazy. Southern Comfort. Oh, that. Ooh, we've got Ancient Age. Limit 1, Ancient Age 10. How much is that? Kentucky. And we got Ancient Age, $13.99, $15.99. I'm gonna be picking some of that up. All right, let's do that. Haven't had Ancient Age in a while, and it's there, so that's kind of cool. Put this early times up here. I gotta pick up one. There we go. I have to pick up one. I'm gonna. Can't go wrong with Benchmark top floor. I really like the top floor of Benchmark. And then we'll put that up against. Let me see. That Ancient Age 1 is 28. Let me see about the 10. Ancient Age 10. That is Kentucky Straight Bourbon. That's a plastic. I don't like that plastic. I'm gonna go with this. $15.99, $24.99, $12.99. I don't need any more than that. So we got the Benchmark and the Ancient Age, and now I gotta figure out what wild turkey I'm gonna do. There we go. Benchmark top floor. And then go with one more. I haven't had Long Branch in a while, but 44 net dropped. $5. One of my favorite bourbons of all time. I have a rare breed signed by Jimmy Russell, but I'm gonna keep that and I'm gonna hit this up right here. That's what I'll get for the it's the 101. How much is the 101? 101 is 22. I'll go with this. All right. This isn't going to be the funnest one, but Super Nash is going to be. And then got another one over here. Yeah, Gentleman's Cut. This year when it came to, there's Gypsy. That is $99.99 for that, and what is that? Balcony Lineage. Have no idea what that is. While supplies last, so Booker's is on sale for $9.99, $99.99. Good deal. Jerry's. That's one of the best batches. Everybody out in Ohio, I'd go out and pick up that in a second. I have 2 of them already. There's the Christmas blend. All right. So, put it on, take it out of my thing. I'll put it on the Freedom card. And then Nash can take some of that out because I'm buying 2 of those bottles for Nash. Oh, so there's what I'm getting. Early times, I love that from Buffalo Trace. That Benchmark and that H&H, those are great podcasts. But the Mizunara, and then I'm picking on the dark art. All right. Do you want me to transfer these over? All right. Take advantage of. All right. That's crazy. That's that could be one bottle sometimes. Okay, please remove. Oh, wait. Okay. That's, yeah.
So, the couple that was in here is complaining because you were recording and they're hoping they're not on it.
They weren't. I was sticking straight to everything. I'm sorry. Perfect. But you are, but But you are one of my favorite agency cashiers, so just everybody know that. She's wonderful, and we've been through a lot over the years. All right, now,
You need a cart.
well, that's illegal. I should go get one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get a cart.
$330.
Look at that. Had to go get a cart. Sometimes I check real quick for Randy because there is, Trogs. But that's the variety pack. So that's what he likes, and that I pick up for Randy. And they can not like it all they want. It's called public domain. Let's see if I can grab a cart somewhere in between of getting a cart. That's one thing. Grocery stores are big. Let's hope someone dumped one off in the exit. Some people just love dumping their carts off. Let's see. There is one. We'll travel. There we go. Don't always have to have a cart. But so you saw what I got, and because it's the state of Ohio has pretty much MSR about stuff sells for. I mean, 300. I got those dark arts are the most, and so I bought. So it would be. I was thinking it's going to be 500, and it was only 300. So based off 300, and then 160 and 840 off of that. So 300. I just spent a little bit over 200 for at least 6 bottles. So you're not going to go wrong with that. All right. I'm back in. I'm just going to set that right there. I'm sure it's going to do whatever. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I figured I'd come in on a slow morning. You know what I mean? Not with a big line and because I'm just hunting for, like, all of a sudden, you know, Ancient Age, which you couldn't keep on the shelf, is on the shelf. Weller Green, but I can't wait till you guys get to put that back on the shelf. It's soon.
Yeah, and multiple trays we had some Wednesday.
Oh, so he.
Literally ran out yesterday.
Okay, so it got released. It's not allocated anymore. Okay.
Not allocated, and there's no quantity limit that they can buy. I mean, they could buy 5, 6, buy
A case of it, and people were, right?
No, they were actually doing maybe 2 or 3 at a time.
What's really crazy is that this used to be, now that you got that wall, at least it doesn't have to all be bourbon out here. But you got that Hardin's Creek right there, which is, people don't know, but that is some really, really good bourbon. One of the better ones out there. Yeah, because people don't quite, yeah. People aren't understanding that it's the same stuff, the exact same distillate from the same day, put in 3 different warehouses, and then all 3 taste different. And they're exact same bottling and everything. So the same years to a T, it just shows you that where you put it in the warehouse or in different warehouses. Jim Beam has a warehouse when you drive in. You don't realize it, but it's got a barn and it's a sign that says Jim Beam. It's famous barn. Well, it's actually a warehouse, and one of those was in there. And it's not very big. It was just in there for the 8 years or whatever it was. And then all the other ones, one was in the middle floor and one was on the top floor of different warehouses. And you would swear to God, it wasn't the same whiskey. It's that different. Different barrels, but different places make all the difference. So that's a really cool experiment, right? All right. Have a good Saturday. See you soon. There we go. accomplished, mission accomplished there. I'll take you to, well, take you to a couple other places in Ohio. Now, the liquor stores can't compete in price because this is not their liquor. The way it works in Ohio is that it's a consigned thing. So consignment, you're basically consigned to what it's the state of Ohio's liquor. They tell you what the price is, and then when you sell it, they pay you the percentage of what they get. So as a liquor store owner, you don't have to buy the liquor. So the Ohio owns the liquor. So that also doesn't give you an incentive to sell it for more because you can't, it's not yours, but also when you're putting that liquor out, if you sell more, what percentage you're gonna make. Now, places like Giant Eagle and Kroger here in the state of Ohio, the reason why they do it 100%, excuse me, the reason why they do it is because they bring in the beer and wine sales, which are not like the liquor sales. That's set up just like any other place. They could sell it for what they want. That's a lot more. Beer and wine is a lot more. And that's like, I'll show you the receipt once I get this in. I'm gonna put this up, take her out. Let's go drop it in. We'll mount it. I'll flip this around and we'll put this back up. Hopefully I won't turn it off. I don't think I did. Let's just do that. Let's tap on that. Yeah, there we go. I'm loading up. Be right back. Was just returning my cart. Thanks for bearing with. What are you yapping about? Okay, talking about bourbon hunting. It's so funny because you're asking me a question about but the name of the podcast is Bourbon Hunting in Ohio. So what do you think I'm yapping about? Good for you guys to so I'm gonna head off to another. I get to have my coffee now. So that was fun. So here is the liquor store. All right, I got the receipt, which we can just go right there. So you guys can see the receipt. And why is that doing that? All right, let's do that. So the total price was $337.53, and you're looking at top floor 14 ancient age. I mean, those two bottles are normally limit one, and then they're on the shelf though. Normally can't keep that stuff on the shelf, but then you look at the dark arts at 50. Am I upside? The dark arts is, I had two Mizunara at $129.99, and then the Julep here was $89.99. But the early times, the Ancient Age and the Bench, $15.99. Ancient Age was $12.99. The early times was $23.99, and the Wild Turkey was $44.99. Now the Wild Turkey is this Wild Turkey right here is a reduction in price. So it had gone as high as $49.99. When I first started, it was $36, but to see it back down at $44, excited. And we're going to be doing our wild turkey podcast on Tuesday for Thanksgiving. So it's just crazy what these bots type as comments. That's great. But at the same time, to pick up those things you don't usually see. Ancient Age has not been on the shelf like that for a while, and now it is. So Buffalo Trace is meeting those standards. So that's kind of exciting. I'm going out to Top Shelf, so here we go. I got to drive with other people, and there's just no, what would you say? Rhyme or reason with driving. And driving is horrible these days. There's just so much inconsideration. There's so much speeding around. Like that guy, he's got to stop for people, and people are allowed to go. And he just went. The people had to stop. How is that even a thing? And then there's another guy who's just doesn't know where he is, just driving all over the place. I mean, you never know. So we'll head over to the Top Shelf place just to look at their inventory. I love it when people think when we're out and about that they're not part of the public domain. It's like you can be, I don't care what anybody says to me while we're going around. I don't want to be, I don't put anybody on specifically, but as far as just being and passing by, they have they're not in reality. They're on every single camera. They drive, they're on every place they're on. So there's a thing called public domain. You're allowed to go out and record things if you have a specific thing. And if someone gets in there, you could be super nice and make sure that it's not, but it was live. There's nothing I could do. But I don't think I had them in there because I was pretty much concentrating on the bourbon. So, anyways, they don't know who I am. They have no idea. So they're not even going to be able to find it where it is. But, we're out bourbon hunting. This other store is a couple minutes away. I think I've done this drive in 12 minutes, but that's usually when I'm in a hurry, and I'm not. But I spit when I talk. How did you get that? Well, it must be that this new iPhone 17 is coming up with whatever, but I'm glad you made the notice. I have known to do that. Who I voted for? If you're a bourbon person, what you understand is it doesn't matter who you voted for. 100% that bourbon and bourbon people, whether they're on one side or the other, all understand that we all have different opinions and we can live amongst ourselves, unlike the other 80% of the population that somehow now has thought that people can't have different political opinions and that they have to somehow change or hurt people who don't think like them. And that's not anything about what the bourbon culture or the bourbon community is. So when I'm out bourbon hunting, what's so great, let's see who's calling. I gotta see who's calling because that could be, it's Matt Lizen. All right, let's see if it's, hey Matt, I'm gonna hold on. I gotta hook you up. That's it. Let's see if we can get him on. All right. You there? It's coming. Oh, come. Yes, there you are. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I've been live on YouTube all morning. I called you right when I got in just to see because I wanted to know if you heard anything. Did anything up in Cleveland drop, or was it pretty much straightforward, nothing?
I'm actually on my way to line right now because it opens at 10.
And what is it?
From what I heard, Stag should be there. There should be 14 bottles. There was 3 cases. 4 go to Stag's dropping.
You want to know what dropped at my Giant Eagle?
What's that?
Weller Green.
Weller Green.
Yeah, that's what I got a drop on.
That's pretty exciting.
Oh no, it's not. It's there. I do not need any more Weller Green, but I got some. I seriously, I just was doing the bourbon hunting thing, and I picked what had been up to $49.99, and now it's down to $44.90 price.
No, I haven't noticed.
I'm heading over to Top Shelf right now just to see, but I picked up a rare breed, and then I picked up the Mizunara Dark Arts, just off the shelf. One for Nash, one for me, and then he wanted another French oak, the Jus Le Play.
The one that's hard to pronounce?
Yeah, the one that we can't. I got an Early Times. There was 2 of them sitting on. I love Early Times, man. And then I got an Ancient Age and Top Shelf Benchmark. All just the whole Benchmark collection was there. It's amazing what's on the shelf now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, because there's a lot of stuff out there that you used to have to go to different states to go get, and now it's all over the place here.
Oh, what did I see? Well, Frey Ranch is there, but there was another one that I just saw. Oh, I don't know. It's Blue something. I'd never even heard of that. That was up there. And then there was another one that I was like, oh, they got that here now. That's kind of cool. It was Frey Ranch. It was another. And Penelope, man, if you're a Penelope fan of any of the basics, you mean the Architect, Toasted, Cast Strength, that rosé cask finish. I mean, they had like 9 different Penelopes, but they did not have the Rio or the one, the 2 you like.
No, and Havana's dropping here. I heard the first quarter next year.
Okay.
Which should be a big batch again. And then I wasn't the biggest fan of Havana, but we did retry it again. I have an open one and a backup at home, but my buddies are all looking for it. Supposedly there's a store pick coming, or an OHLQ pick coming of that. We live right here.
Yeah. No, you're not. You said supposedly. You don't know for sure. You're just
these are things that I hear.
You don't know for sure. I mean, honestly, you're not we all hear stuff, just like I was calling you for what's dropping today, and now it's disappointing that your guys up there are getting Stag and I'm getting Weller Special Reserve in Canton.
Well, I don't know that for sure. I am on my way to the store, like currently right now. You're on speakerphone.
Yes.
But it opens at 10. I'll see what the line is there, and there should be a paper on the door. If not, I'll be standing there for the next 20 minutes waiting to see, because I look up our drops, and you can usually tell what's going to drop because different stores drop stuff on different days. So if you know the stores in your area that drop on Monday,
right,
then you'll know what your store on Wednesday is going to get here in Strongsville. Then you know what your store on Saturday is going to get here in Berea.
Right.
Then you can kind of follow it and know.
Right. That's exactly how hunting works. Now, I kind of on Wednesday, so now Buffalo Trace is no longer allocated. They got a crap ton of Buffalo Trace, just the regular Buffalo Trace, and they were selling cases. People were coming in and buying cases.
That's awesome. I have a guy that actually has 3 cases in his kitchen. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. That's his favorite thing. He doesn't vary from it. That's just what it is. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah. So
you know what you like, and you stock up, so that way you never run out. It kind of works.
Yeah. Is there, do you find that there's some niche liquor stores that get different things, or do they all pretty much get the same?
I have a core 4 that I watch, and just to see what's coming out for the rest of the week to see if I can make one of them. So, but they usually get around the same thing, but then you'll have some that are missing. So did you see that the white label Babe Ruth remix dropped this week too? The new one?
No.
Okay, so that dropped on Friday.
Okay.
So I was thinking it would be here, but I think it's $200, so I may pass on that one because Donna will probably not be too happy with a $200 bottle before we go on our anniversary trip.
Yeah. Well, all that I bought, including, was only $3.39, and I got 7 bottles.
So that's awesome.
I was just like, is it Ancient Age a podcast? Yes, Ancient Age is a podcast, right? And then after going to see David, San Sandom in and drinking all those 1968 Ancient Ages. I actually think Ancient Age is like one of the best bottom shelf bourbons there is.
Ancient Age is definitely not a bad pour. I mean, I put that up with Old Tub in the same category.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like these both. Like, they're both just good sippers. You can make mixed drinks out of it. Like, it's just always at the bar.
Yeah, it just goes right in and it makes awesome cocktails. Like, you know, the quality of of what you put in your cocktail matters. And Ancient Age, Buffalo Trace, and like you said, Old Tub, they all deliver quality cocktail flavor. You know what I mean? Above and
Absolutely.
beyond something else that's just maybe, you know, straightforward.
Yeah, definitely.
So
It's a good everyday pour that if you want to sip it, you can sip it. If you want to put it in a drink, nobody's mad. You know what I'm saying? It's just a versatile pour.
yeah, you can tell. Yeah, that's right. You can tell the liquor's taking a toll on him. Right. How old do you think I am? It's like, I guarantee you the liquor is not taking a toll on me.
Right.
They all
it's preserving me. It's making me last longer.
Yeah, that's when I tell everybody how old they are, they're like, yeah, you look it, that liquor's taking a toll on you. It's so funny. I just love, one guy goes, just scrolled past it. It's like, yeah, sure you did. You just scrolled past it and then you commented.
Right.
People are, you know, it's funny, on Facebook, people aren't as mean as they are on YouTube, but I guess I got 25,000 more followers on YouTube than I do on Facebook. So it's just like, I just like it when, you know, all the people are kind of kind.
Yeah. You know, bourbon is a nice community where it doesn't matter what you look like, who you are, what country you're from. It just kind of crosses borders.
Or whatever it doesn't matter what politics you're from either. It does. Yeah. It's exactly it. The kind of people that drink bourbon the way we drink bourbon, and that's you're not in it just to get, you know, you're doing it as a lifestyle, and it's something in your lifestyle that if you do it right, it even can be healthy. But at the same time, those people that we always meet are just the most fantastic people. You know what I mean? And most of the people, you know, scrolling on YouTube or whatever, they haven't become those people yet.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because, I mean, I've met so many people through just having sips with people in parking lots or meeting up with you guys or going in. Like, it's just ridiculous. You meet so many awesome people that you would otherwise not.
Well, I totally agree. Yeah, it's like, just think about before we started doing, you do Cleveland on the Rocks, I do the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, and before what our lives were and how many people we knew, yeah, we had our core, and that's still together. My core people are that I knew before this. Steve watches he's watching every single podcast. You know, the really core people. I've lost a few people, you know, but the core people are still there. But then I've got such a much bigger core. You know what I mean? It used to be 3 or 4, and now it's, I mean, you're talking about 3 or 4 good friends you've known for a long time. And now I probably have 15 to 20 people I consider in that thing, you know, right there. And it's just, and then the amount of friends that you have is, and when I used to have just, you know, the regular friends, you know, that you would hang out every, whatever, that was probably around 25. And now it's probably around 500.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, so many people, like you go to Kentucky and you're always going to let someone down.
Right.
Because you can't be everywhere, right?
That is true. I try to make what I can make, and then I'll call in with you guys or something, but I can't make everything.
Well, no, you have your own stuff too. And we try and make some of your stuff.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And
yeah,
some of your stuff has become our stuff. That's even cooler.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
there's no one in line here.
Oh.
I wonder if we're just having a Weller Green drop too. Let me look at this real quick. All right, well, I'm going to tell you what came out yesterday real quick. Let me look this up.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you why I was on my way. I'm like, I'll just wake up at 9 and go. If I get one, I get one. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
Let's see. So, oh, wait a minute. I'm looking up the wrong store. Yeah, everyone has their ways of finding what they're looking for. Mine's a little different. I know what stores drop on every day. So yeah, Weller Green should have 4 cases here. You should have Babe Ruth Remus White Label, Bernheim Original Barrel Proof. They have Larceny up there.
It's funny because Larceny Barrel Proof's just on the shelf at our place.
It's actually on the shelf ours too, but they still do it on the drop day, and it's usually on the shelf before that. You have a Barrel Proof. Is that an OHLQ exclusive Penelope? It looks like it. You got a Bottled and Bond Angel's Envy that dropped. You have a Michter's that looks like a sour mash. You have a Blanton's. You have a small batch E.H. Taylor, and then I don't know which one that is. They show 6.
There's nobody in line for small batch E.H. Taylor.
To be honest with you, I can't tell you what this store has. It's not on the door today. And there's no one here. There is a guy in a truck over there.
Okay.
Let's see. There's 4 cars. I see one guy. There's people pulling in though right here. So
okay.
Hopefully they'll know something and then they can tell me so that way if I'm waiting in line for nothing. It's only 15 minutes. It's fine.
All right. Yeah. That's exactly how wine should be. It's like I predict it's what's going to happen. At one point, there's going to be enough stag. You know what I mean? I look forward to like when we stop doing where we do some of the Pappy drops into the stores. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just a lottery.
Do you think that they got the stag and then accidentally put it out and it was supposed to be for a special drop that's coming and they were trying to build them up? That's another thing that could happen and I don't know for sure.
What? Say that again.
How's it going, man? Yeah, I was hoping. Well, you were sitting here before me. I've seen you. Do you know if Stag's coming here this morning? They don't open until 10. 9:46. Yeah. Gotcha. Do you know if Stag's coming here today? No? What do you put that? 117 probably. So I thought their drop was Thursday, so. Huh. Oh, I got you. Is Old Fitz coming today then? Okay.
You got it.
There you go.
Old Fitz 8 year? 7 year?
The 7? Okay.
Well, that's cool.
I don't know. If they accidentally did their drop and they put it out early, well, you know what? I also know how I can figure out if it's there because I have a bar that'll let me buy their bottles too. So I may be able to wander down the street. Maybe I'll take Shauna to dinner from there and we'll order the bottle over dinner. That's how I got my Stag Juniors last year. You make friends where you go, and if they have 2 of them, they'll sell you one.
Yes, they do.
I've learned to not give up my spots anymore because then I'll have a whole group of people here and we'll have a big truck party and, you know.
Yeah. The box truck came in handy, though.
Dude, let me tell you, that was clutch, dude. It was cold. It was cold, and we got to sit in it, and I still got all the bottles I wanted, even though I had to go to 2 different stores.
And it was secret. It was obviously secret when you needed to be secret.
It definitely was. You just close the door. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, the key to that one was that you're all in there and you didn't just make sure you didn't start the thing on fire.
That is true. Because I'll tell you what, we had a torpedo heater.
Yes.
In the back of the car. It was hot. It was good.
Yep.
I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I think that's something. But as we all know, everybody's got to keep their shit together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, overall, yeah, that's it. That's, you know, when we do the single barrel Saturdays and everything, it's funny because if you're not in a neighborhood, like we're not in a neighborhood at our Giant Eagle, so no one's even, you know, you just got to make sure that everybody's understands all the stuff that can happen and you play by all the rules. There's no law against staying in a parking lot the whole night. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
we learned that. We just learned to move away from the apartment building where people can hear you.
well, yeah, you don't want the people to. Yes, and then that's that. We used to we used to pick up cardboard in the middle of the night at some of the grocery stores when I first started working for Slesnik, and we'd send our elevator with a bobcat in, and he'd go in at 2:00 in the morning, and one of the stores had 2 houses right next to it. So imagine if a truck that runs pulls up, and then a bobcat comes off and loads up, 15 bales of cardboard at 2:00 in the morning. There was a lot of complaints.
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, so same thing. You just got to make sure everybody, that's what we do. Everybody's aware of the situation. Everybody just relaxes, talks. That's what the lines are for. I've stayed overnight just in my truck. But then you got to be really smart of what you have. You can't, you got to make sure that you're doing and playing by the rules all the time, because you never know. And it ain't worth it.
You are correct. So Captain Corks has 2 left for businesses. Okay. Those are what do they call it? For stores, bars.
Ah.
So it would be pointless for me to drive over there.
Yes.
I'm kind of wondering how one got it and the other ones didn't. I'll figure that out by the end of today. And then I'm hoping it drops here, because that'd be really cool.
Well, you got 11 more minutes, right?
I do.
So, I'm going to run in here quick, see if they got anything different. And then,
you just told me that Day Drive was supposed to have 107, but they didn't. Are you sure the Buffalo Trace Drop, the 6 o'clock thing, isn't happening this week? Well, actually, it wouldn't be.
That's Black Friday.
It would. Oh my God! You think it's gonna be a Black Friday thing? I'm gonna be in freaking Gatlinburg. That's not gonna work.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
But aren't you driving to Gatlinburg, or are you flying?
I'm driving, but I'll be in West Virginia for Thanksgiving with Shauna's mom.
Will Shauna tolerate stopping?
I mean, we can always stop, but we'll be in West Virginia.
What do you mean? Have you ever gone to a West Virginia liquor store?
Yeah. They have dusty stuff on the shelf.
Sometimes. I mean, like I said, honestly, Nash has found he found 19, he was finding 1999 and 1998 Bookers on the top shelf at a place in Atlanta. It was unbelievable.
Maybe I'll stop in Charleston on our way, because Charleston got some really cool shit. If you go by the town building, like the Copper Top building, they usually have some cool shit down there. She doesn't like to stop though.
Oh, well.
So, but I mean, I might be able to talk her into it if I just say I have to go to the bathroom and we just happen to stop at a liquor store to go to the bathroom.
Well, I always find it better to stop at distilleries, because their bathrooms are always awesome.
Oh, dude, you got to go to the Hatfield place, man. They'll give you 32 samples, and I'm sitting there like, my God, and we're gonna be so tanked before we get in. It's fun. They just commented on one of the things the other day, the Hatfield Distillery in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Shauna's family's related to the Hatfield somehow, so we always stop there. That's a really cool place.
Yeah. They
were the first place to put a piece of white charred oak into a jar, and they're suing Oakton Eden.
There you go.
I found that really crazy. I have one at my house, so we'll drink one when you guys come in.
Oh, we're going to have fun. We are going to have fun. So what I'll do is I'll go in here, and then when you're through here, give me a call back, because I should be back in. I figure I'll be back in my truck by 5 after 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be in and out, and then I'm going to make some calls and see if I need to go anywhere else, and if not, I will hit you up as soon as I get off the phone.
Yeah, Ohio bourbon hunting. It's awesome.
It's fun, man.
Yep. All right.
All right, brother.
Talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
All right, gonna head into Top Shelf. I'll show you that real soon. We got that. We're loaded back up. That was Matt Leisen of Cleveland on the Rocks for everybody. But here we go. I'll show everybody. We'll go. Top Shelf Liquor OHLQ. Gonna go in and see what they got. I did pick up pretty much everything that I wanted to get, but at the moment, gonna walk in. Well, this shouldn't take too long because we missed a drop, but there could be some stuff still left. Who knows? So one of the things, they have a great selection here too. Oh, they do have the Buffalo Trace. That's good. So if you look over here, they got the Buffalo Trace right there. And they got the Old Man Winter. Two. Wow. I'll take a look at those. But here we go. We're on the shelf again. So we got Blue Run, which we're going to be doing a podcast on real soon. Now their dark arts are, they've got the Great Rye and the, you could just see, same thing, 89. We got that all the way across the board for dark arts, just like the other place. We got Baker 7, both of the High Rye. That is a damn good bottle right there. Empire Wood, which I haven't done. Ooh, haven't seen Hand Barrel here either. In Upper Willits, Russell's 10. The Still Austin, that's the one. I know that's there now. Never seen Seekers. What's that one? Savage and Cook American Finished Bourbon Whiskey. That is interesting. Uncle Nearest, yes. No, we got the 2XO. We got the Sneaker. That was a good bottle. And you got the Moonshine. That's some good stuff on the shelf today. Now we're gonna come back over. Ooh, Gervasi. That is awesome. Maple cask, wine barrel, and straight bourbon whiskey. 55. So they've got their first. That's Gervasi. So did not know they were on the shelf. That's awesome. Row 94. I should back off a little bit on this. Row 94, you got the Widow Jane Abbey and the Baby Jane and the 10-year. Horse Soldier, yes. And then also, well, there you go. $44.99. Now, when we were in Wisconsin, that was a $34 bottle in Wisconsin. Then you got the Frey Ranch, still the Calumets, the 8, the 15, and the 17. 17-year-old small batch, the 15-year-old 105. That's an 86 proof. So yeah, then you got the Castle and Key still. Nah, they've got everybody's on to the Buffalo Trace Old Fashioned Traveler. Some more Redwood Empire. Watershed, decent amount. Boone County, which we just visited there. Let's see what we got. We got the Dickel Heaven's Door on the bottom, 1776, Traverse City, Redemption, Cooper's. Now, flip back around. Howdy.
How you doing?
$17.92. You got the tall ones. Jeez. And $17.92 is now $29.99. That is awesome. Prices are starting to drop and come back down. On the Rocks, Old Fashioned. You got the Knob Creeks. You got the Basil Hayden. There's the 10-year right on the shelf. Wild Turkey. Coney's Lineage. Texas whiskey. And then you've got, we've got Confiscated, which used to be $21.29.99 is now $99. Kentucky Owl, so that's right there. Whitford, Old Forester. There's some more Green River, the Penelope. Pretty much there's High West. Good Yellowstone, Whiskey War, same thing. This is pretty much same as we were. 46, Cast Strength 101. Oh, Maker's 101, that's not always. And then you got your smoke wagon. They got a decent smoke wagon. And the TX. You've got the 114, Nashville Barrel, Jackson, and then pretty much that covers it. All right, so there's the Buffalo Trace and the old. Yes. The Old Man Winter, is that 159? Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. And how much is the Buffalo Trace? What? 27? I'll just do the Old Man Winter. Budget wise. So that preservation is one I haven't had, and you don't usually see it here. And I'm interested in that. Do that as a Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Let's see, is that it? Yeah, she put 250. There's 300 in there. Okay. Thanks. Here we go.
73, 78.
There we go. All right. Please remove card.
Do you need your receipt?
Yes, please.
I like it really, the bar style.
What?
I like the bar style.
Yeah, it's a fun place to go.
Oh, I bet.
You haven't been to
No.
Kentucky?
Mm-mm.
You have to get there.
No.
I mean, Kentucky is like Disneyland bourbon playground. It's just this. Yeah, I'm talking. You're just. I'm from the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, and I'm bourbon hunting this morning at different stores, and this is a really good find. So,
Yeah. Well,
I
that one we are trying to keep all the time on
the preservation.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
one and this one, the Old Man Winter.
And she's Marcy, who owns preservation. So she is known, and she's always gone out and found really good wine barrels. Now, Preservation distills their own thing, and they're right there in Bardstown, Kentucky. And you could go visit. But this stuff that she does with the Old Man and Very, she's basically searching the whole world for bourbon and whiskey, and she gets these exquisite barrels and then makes blends of it. It's a fantastic brand. So she does a good job. All right, thank you so much.
Welcome. Have a nice one.
Planned trip to Kentucky. It's only 5 hours away.
Yeah. Another 5 to bus, right?
What?
Another 5 hours to bus.
Yeah. There you go.
10 hours.
Yeah.
So, do you have a YouTube channel?
A what?
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes. Would you like a card?
Sure.
I can do that. It's in my wallet.
So you're talking about bourbon and things
Oh,
like that?
Bourbon and Whiskey. We're the 3rd largest whiskey podcast, but we're the 16th largest bourbon podcast because bourbon is a bigger podcasting thing. But we do all whiskeys. But bourbon is, the hunting for bourbon is big. Not a lot of people hunt for just regular Scotch or whatever. But we cover all of the whiskeys. So, all right.
Thank you so much.
What was your name?
Edith.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Have a nice one.
Yep. All right, there you go. I picked one bottle up for myself. This is my favorite non-grocery store place. I have friends who come here a lot and they do things. Last time I was looking for Michter's. It was I was looking for the Presidential and the Old Forester Presidential. And what happened was, went out on the Old Forester Presidential, and at my store they had the rye, and if anybody knows who I am, you know that I'm not a big fan of rye. I'll mount this back up, drive, and move back to see what Matt does. And based off of not being a big fan of rye, I found out that this store here had the bourbon. 20 bottles of Northern Lights and call it. What about Starlight? Do you like Starlight? Starlight bourbon is pretty good out of Indiana. So we're back in. There he is. Howdy, brother. How'd it go? Hold on.
Well, I messed up the days and they switched back to Thursdays.
Oh, so they've already had their drop.
Stag already dropped this week everywhere.
Hold on. Are you there?
Yeah.
Stag, yeah, okay, so it's dropped, and it didn't drop on Saturday here.
No, it dropped supposedly during the week. And then you had, I sent you the list. It's all crossed off with everything. Weller, okay, so Penelope has a new barrel strength called Waffles.
Okay.
That's the Ohio bottle.
And did you get it?
Oh, they sold out already.
Oh.
I wonder if I shouldn't try to hit Middleburg and see what they put out today.
Well, I walked into Top Shelf, right? You know where that is, right? That's the one down here. And they had one bottle left of Old Man Winter Preservation at $159. And normally, like at the distillery or at Kentucky Bourbon Festival, that's like $200. So $40 less. And I love that brand, right, of Old Man Winter. And so I picked that up, and it's, oh my God, it's so good.
Is that the white topped one?
Yep.
They have that at Strongsville. There's 3 of them. I was just working there a week ago.
Big warm, we love from an aged. It's got 20-year-old stuff in it. Bottled Old Man Winter, Bardstown, Kentucky. Bourbon whiskey from the Black Hills. I mean, Marcy knows what she's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as long as it's bourbon and I like it, so I picked that up. That's something and I picked that up for, I want to say, oh, she put the witch pollen in there. I'm just showing everybody this bottle, really kind of cool that we got that. Love it. Preservation, Marcy. I talked to the Edith. That was the girl at the thing, and she's never been to Kentucky, so that was interesting. But this, I like to show the receipts too when you're doing it. There they are. $159. So out the door it was $173. It's so funny because the liquor tax is $10.40, right? But there's a list price for $3.39, and I have no idea what a list price is. Do you?
I couldn't tell you.
I should see. Does Giant Eagle have a list price? Let's see. It's got. Well, I'm looking. You got Wild Turkey. Time. Well, $3.37. Just tax $20.60, no list price. So Top Shelf has figured out how to get $3 more out of you.
I was gonna say, because I just bought a Weller Special Reserve from Berea, and it was $27.99, and then it was liquor tax of $2.24. I have a Group E label sin tax for 60 cents, and then a total tax for $2.84. And then a checkout fee of $2.50 because I used the card, and it's $31.53.
Isn't that crazy? They're staying and they're figuring out how to charge a little bit more for what they do. You know what I mean? They're charging for their service of putting it out and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's just pretty exciting. I find it exciting. To find that Old Man Winter preservation is fun for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's what you do it. That's why you go out. You kind of get a couple special bottles, and lately those special bottles are on the shelf.